Sweet. Alrighty. What's up, folks? My name is Steven. They call me catastrophic4. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. I made the name. And this is hopefully going to be a speedrun of Electronic Superjoy. This is a game you can buy on Steam. It's like $7.99, but it's often 90% off, so you can get it for like 80 cents or some ridiculousness. And yeah, it's fun. I see no. If you have seizures due to like lots of flashing lights, you probably do not want to watch this run because there is a lot of flashing lights in this game. But otherwise, it's fun. So we will get started. I will count down from 5, and then we'll go from there. Minimize. Minimize. Not minimize. Make sure the stream doesn't crash. All right. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So like I said, this is Electronic Superjoy, a game where the music absolutely makes the game. Fun fact about this game is that the music was made first and the game was made to go with it, not the other way around. The world record for this game is 24 minutes and 52 seconds by a Canadian runner named Prismatoid. I am not Prismatoid, obviously. Let me make sure I get this jump here. Okay. And this game is essentially just a series of increasingly difficult repeat actions. It's a lot of jumps, a lot of stomps. Basically, the two things that I'm going to be using throughout the game are going to be jump and stomp, which you'll see here in a little bit. Stomp lets you kill enemies. It lets you fall down a little quicker. I'm going to stomp on this enemy here, for example, to kill him. There are no second chances. There are checkpoints, but nothing nothing that's going to be like, oh, I took a hit, but I can take another one. If you get hit from anything, you die. Alright. So the premise of this game is that you are the hero, who I believe is unnamed, and your butt was stolen. Everybody's butts were stolen, and you are on a quest to find out who stole your butts and to get them back. So again, I'm just using a series of jumps and stomps. Here I'm using stomps just to kind of make sure I land on the platform. And here I'm going to stomp to fall a little more quickly, and I can stomp a little bit to the left of the arrow, not have to stomp directly on it, and I can still hit the arrow, so I continue moving forward. Alright. There are 45 levels that count. There are a couple of levels that don't count. And the actual 80% run, they get skipped. But it literally saves like 5 seconds. So I don't even consider that a thing. So I go ahead and go through those levels because why not? Not near enough dancing in the chat. See, there we go. I missed a... So by missing that little thing and dying, it's going to actually have a couple of effects. It's going to change the timing for a laser later on in the level. So now I have to change how I'm going to do a particular part of the game, or a particular part of this level. It's not a huge deal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have problems with light or like crazy sounds and stuff, this is not a game to watch. So right there, I reset. I used the checkpoint in a place I wouldn't usually use one, but I did that because I died earlier and I had to line up the lasers. This level is going to be the first level where I'm going to use checkpointing or checkpoint scrolling. So essentially I'm going to move forward to the edge of the level because you see it's an auto scroller and it doesn't speed up. So I'm going to move forward to the edge of the level and I'm going to hit a checkpoint at the same time that I die, so that whenever I reset, it resets me back in the center of the screen like that. And now I've just shifted the level forward. So that saves like 5 or 6 seconds every time I do that. I'm going to do it again here in a second. So again, I'm going to fall off here. I'm going to hit a checkpoint and die immediately. And I just shifted the level forward. Same thing there. I just activated the checkpoint as soon as I hit it. So that makes this level take about 50 seconds when it usually should take about a minute and 5, minute and 10 seconds. The gimmick for this level is that your gravity's all screwed up, so you jump really high, but you also fall really slowly. So I'm going to be using my stomps to speed my jumps up, so I'm not taking forever to get through it. This level, slow dance, it's a pain because there's no checkpoints, and if you get hit, you got to go through the whole thing again, and you're most likely to get hit at the end. So it loses you like 18 seconds if you get hit. But hopefully I don't get hit. 7, there we go. And here I'm going to use checkpointing to despawn the stuff on the screen. So you're going to see me hit checkpoints a few times in this level too. And it's going to be to get rid of the missiles that are following me. Should be able to get to this checkpoint in time. There we go. All right, and now we're gonna meet. Now we're gonna meet our first boss of the game. He's gonna have some nice words to say to us, so pay attention to his dialogue. So this is the Pope. This is another one of those levels with no checkpoints, so any death here is a terrible death, and so far I am not doing well as far as marathon runs and deaths in this level. So yeah, the Pope had some very interesting things to say to me if you guys didn't see that. This level, all you gotta do is go up a little bit. For some reason my joystick is like out of whack. It's moving me around more than it should. And then skate in between here. The hitbox on that is still your guy, so your ship can get hit with those lasers, but as long as you don't get hit, you're okay. And then let's do this fight. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Oh, messed that up. Messed it up again. So what I'm doing here is I'm stomping a particular amount of times in particular order to get as many missiles, because what I'm doing is I'm commissioning this guy to get missiles for me. So I'm using stomps and stuff like that to get the missiles to spawn in a particular order so that I can kill this guy in one cycle. This fight usually takes about a minute and 10 seconds, but if you can one cycle him, it takes like 32.8 seconds. But I messed it up the first couple times, so I lost a few. I lost a little bit of time on that. And that is World 1 of ESJ. The goal for me on that is to be at like 8 minutes and 10 seconds, and I can't see the time, but I'm guessing I'm at like 8:25 or so. So there again, I just used the checkpointing to move the level forward a little bit. I'm gonna do a different thing here because for some reason those missiles look a little out of whack. Oh, this is a very tight jump. Ugh, there we go. Yeah, it's okay. That's alright. This run is not going as well as I would have liked it to go, but there are some deaths that aren't so bad, like that death I just took by getting hit by that missile, because I was right at a checkpoint, so I lost a couple seconds there, but nothing horrible. And in this level, our stomp gets replaced with double jump. And I'm going to be doing through the next level is the hardest level in the game, so I'm going to stop talking. Oh, crap. I never make that mistake. Come on. So I lost at least 6 seconds doing that. Probably more, probably closer to 10. I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, it was 6 seconds. So the thing with this level is that it's the first level where you're using double jump, and your second jump doesn't work quite like your first jump did. Your second jump is always the same height, whereas your first jump you can... Oh my god, what is going on? The first jump you can change the height by changing how long you press the jump button. So you have to manipulate your first jump to make sure that your second jump is the right height. That level ended up taking me 114. I like to be at 103 there, so... So that last level, Where Are the Stairs, is it's a hard level. It's over a minute long, even if you're really good at the game. A lot of very tight jumps. There's a lot of spots where you can skip arrows in there, which I did oftentimes. But again, they're all very tight. There's an arrow in there that I could have skipped that I didn't skip just because it's really not safe for a marathon. All these double jumpy levels are just repetitive here. I'm going to checkpoint there to move the level forward. Same thing, checkpoint to move the level forward. And then in this level you lose your stomp and your double jump, so you have to go it alone. All you can do is jump. Boom. Hi, Balance Maker. So I reset there to kind of reset enemy positions so that I can make whatever manipulations I want to make. I've actually never done it that way, and it worked just fine. At this level, lasers, same thing. You don't have the double jump, you don't have the stomp, so you just have to go through it one jump at a time. I'm going to reset here so that I can skip this first little frog and jump in the middle of these two frogs. There's a faster way to do this level, but again, not marathon safe. And now I have my stomp back. Ah, crap. Okay. And I wish there was more to talk about because it would be fun, but it really is just jumping and stomping for the whole game. Checkpoint again to move the level forward. See, it's a lot of the same stuff over and over, but done with more, like more combinations. Once I get to an interesting level, I'll talk about it. Alright. So this level here, there's a quick way through it, and I'm actually going to try it, even though it's also not marathon safe, just because I've been kind of working on it, and I hope I can get it. Nope, I couldn't get it. Well, never mind that. That was exciting. Oh, I didn't know that was possible. These are all really tight jumps, and you have to get a stomp in there. What I was trying to do earlier was do a low jump, which is hard in and of itself because that's a you have to have almost frame perfect to get that jump. And I was trying to stomp after that jump, and it just didn't work out. This thing, the level's going to auto scroll at different speeds, so you have to use your stomps to be able to keep up with it. If you don't stomp, you're not gonna. The level's gonna catch up to you before you can do anything, and you're gonna die. Let's talk a little bit about the next level coming up. The next level is level 2-14. It is a level in which you have to collect items, a bunch of runes that will spawn, and when you collect 10 of them, the next level will load. Although it appears that the runes in the next level are going to spawn randomly, they're not. I'm going to stomp in particular times, in a particular amount of times, to get them to spawn where I want them to spawn. Hopefully this next one is, there it is, okay. So 2 stomps there, 1 stomp here, 2 stomps here, and 2 stomps here. There we go. So that'll make this level take about 25 seconds when it usually takes a lot longer. And now we have the boss fight with this thing. And it's not really a boss fight as much as just running, because you can't kill it, you can't hit it, you can't do anything. These little guys with the lasers shooting straight up, they have really weird hitboxes. You can actually hit them from the back even though it looks like you can't, but it's a super tight window. So I would want to be at like a 16-minute-ish even right about there, so I don't know where I'm at compared to that, but... And that's level World 2. Here we are in World 3, and this is 3-1. And there's just more of these little things. You can stomp through those. Matter of fact, it's the only way to get through. Just stomp through those little ball-looking things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After about 12 of these, I'm going to jump and stomp. There's spikes on the roof there that will kill you if you hit them. So hopefully at the end of this level, or at the end of this world, I'll figure out what happened to my butt. So the next level, there's going to be like a laser elevator thing that you're supposed to stay in the middle of. I'm going to try to circumvent all of that, or not really circumvent that. I'm actually going to go right through it. I'm going to try to stomp through that laser and then just fall straight down the little elevator shaft looking thing and try to time it so that I land on the bottom rung at the right side like that. And that saves a ton of time. Oops. Take the safe way there. If anybody's interested in picking this game up as a speed run, oh man, you definitely should. The community is small. Not a lot of people run it. It's mostly me and just a couple other people. But it's a really, really fun game. People seem to like the Pope-tastic line. Oh my god. I don't even know what to do about that. This is going to be weird. Okay, I'm going to start this level over. I don't know why. I must have let off the joystick at some point. What is going on? This level should be done already. This level should take only 40-something seconds, and I've already reset twice, like 10 seconds into it each time, so... Like, just that level, this level alone has just caused me to not be able to PB now. You should be able to just hold right here and just jump a couple of times. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I missed that jump. Reset there to reset the positions of the little enemies. Yeah, I lost like at least 30 seconds, 20 seconds on that. So this level here is interesting. You see the laser on the right, it looks like a lightsaber basically. Every level actually has one of those at the end, but this one they just move it forward a little bit, but it makes a difference for sure. Because you're using this gooey stuff here. This stuff makes you move quickly, like any ice in any Mario game or something like that. So the problem is that you don't want to move so quickly that you hit that little laser thing. Ooh, that was close. Alright, and now this is another one of the ice levels. This is like the first level where I really feel like it makes a big difference if I die as far as the sound goes. So as I'm playing this game, I know, because I've played this game at least 2,000 times, I know when the sound is supposed to happen, like almost exactly to the second. So if I die, it throws off when the music is on, because the music doesn't stop when you die. And it really will throw me off as far as when I'm supposed to jump, because my ears tell me, okay, on this note, hit the button, and then my eyes tell me something different. This level's another good example of that. It's like the music is gonna like dun dun dun, like it does that downward stare thing, just like the music does, and I just know that. These are all really tight jumps. See, I missed it. There we go. These keys have really weird hitboxes. It's really easy to miss them even though you thought you hit them. So I'm flying around. I basically use the speed of the ice while I hit the little wings so that I can fly faster. I'm going to use that again in this level here. In this level, there's a spot where you're supposed to hit the wing and then you're supposed to stop again and hit the next wing, and then you dodge a bunch of missiles. I'm going to try to do it all off of this first jump. So basically, there's going to be a wing that's sitting almost on the ground over here, and instead of stopping to hit it, I'm going to try just to swing down and hit it while I'm moving so I don't lose my speed. Like that, I lost my speed. You saw as soon as I hit that, I slowed down. Let's try it again. This is another 10-second loss. Like that. That's what's supposed to happen. Now I don't have to dodge anything. I can just fly through this level. And even having to reset there to hit that wing was still immensely faster, because it's almost impossible to dodge all those missiles. Alright, we are about to meet the final boss, who we are going to deal with on 3 or 4 different levels here. We're going to have fun fighting the Groove Wizard. Dun dun dun. This fight with the Groove Wizard is pretty easy. You just have to hit this heart 3 times. So you just go in a circle over and over and over. Stomp the heart, keep going in a circle. Stomp the heart, keep going in a circle. They'll explode as I get to this platform here. The next level is going to be a dodging level. The following one is also going to be dodging. So the next level, he's going to shoot a bunch of shurikens left and shoot missiles randomly. Not randomly, but he's going to shoot missiles that are going to try to seek me out. I'm just going to try to get behind him and stay behind him, so I only have to dodge like half of it. The thing is that it will only give me this part of the right part of the screen to actually dodge these missiles. So it's definitely a pros and cons type of approach. And you have to keep jumping. You can't just like hold A or hold the jump button. I'm using a controller. You can't just hold the jump button because you'll fly off the screen, and you can't let go of it because you'll fall off the screen. So you have to keep like tapping the jump button. Fortunately, if you just jump as the beat of the music hits, that's like the correct speed. Dun, 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 dun. And the end of the level is going to come up right here on the right. So by going that way, I'm ahead of them. All right, and this is the last battle here, basically. I have to dodge. I have to survive for 1 minute and 2 seconds. And he's going to keep shooting these missiles, and then he's eventually going to stop shooting these shurikens, and he's going to only shoot missiles. And I have to continue to dodge them. Obviously, the more missiles there are on the screen, the harder they are to dodge. Which is going to happen here in a second. He's about to shoot more. Right here, shoot. And this is what I'm talking about with the music. Like as soon as this here now, he's going to start shooting missiles 3 at a time, like every 3 seconds for the rest of the battle. And all I'm trying to do is go in a circle to keep the missiles tight. I think I've actually messed up the pattern, so there's a very good chance I'm going to get hit at about the 55-second mark. Ooh, that's bad. Alright, we did that first try. So that is level 3-14. This is 3:15. Time is coming up here in about, I don't know, 5 seconds or so. He stole our butts. Kill him. Time.
26:27.
That's not bad. It's not bad for a marathon at all. Yeah, that was. It's a Electronic Super Joy is a really fun game. It's fun to watch. It's fun to play. The biggest problem with it is that it's hard to hype up because it's really repetitive. It's just like any Mario game where you're doing the same thing over and over. But it's the correct difficulty. If you want to get into a platformer speedrun type of game, it's perfect because the difficulty is such that you have nobody to blame but yourself when stuff goes wrong, but it's not so hard that you can't feel like you're accomplishing something. So we killed the Groove Wizard, we got our butts back, and everybody is happy.
Not bad.
So.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Nope. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you watch the rest of the runs, which is we're coming up on the end, aren't we?